Hello everybody, welcome back to another vlog. Today we are going on a photographer experience at Charlton. Go on the Reds! One, let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you.
That. Awesome. Look at that.
How do you know who they were?
Yeah.
Have you got a programme?
No, we haven't got a programme actually. Grab a programme, Gary. You know what's going on. Gordon on the cover, I like that.
Well, I'll show you Pitchside, and then you can see just keep the ropes really.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll introduce you to Ben, who's sort of our club photographer.
Yeah.
One of our club photographers. But basically, we've got a contract with Focus Images.
Okay.
And Ben is our sort of so this is photography entrance. So only photographers are allowed down here. But luckily, you're a photographer, so you can go this way. So if you didn't want to go back and forth to the press room for any reason, you can see we'll go back after this, but you can get a pie, get a drink in there,
brilliant.
Whatever. So you're
okay.
welcome to grab a sausage roll or whatever.
Thank you very much. Sounds amazing.
So this is your route as a photographer, back and forth to the Pitchside, and you've got your passes and your stewards. Get a bit funny, then show you exactly.
Okay.
So only rule you have is, apart from the obvious, so you can go anywhere around, obviously this side of the boards, so the left hand side of the boards, round in front of the covered end, the east and GBC, but then not across the dugouts.
Okay.
So just that sort of crescent, like that.
Yep.
Ben, do you want to meet Gary? So Gary is our, well, do you want to tell Ben about what you were up to the other week?
So basically I just came to a game with my camera and sent them off to Charlton, and now this is what I'm doing. So
Ben, you got a similar story, really, haven't you?
Yeah, that's been the same as me as well. I remember my first ever match. I was sitting down in that corner over there. George Texera scored with virtually the last header of the game. Celebration right in front.
we got a celebration.
Yeah. So you got your camera shirt. Ben, I got in that day as well. Because you had them all looking at you in that direction.
It was perfect, wasn't it?
Not only Kelvin, it was a whole range of players as well. So it was a really good picture. A really good work.
Ben, how old were you when you emailed us? A little bit older than Gary, but it's not that much.
Probably about 17, 18.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of time ago.
So
it
you
was.
were still at school though, right? So 16.
Yeah, still at school. Yeah. Just
Ben,
reached out to club for an opportunity, and Charlton were very generous with their time.
Ben turned out to be really good. So it goes to show, just reaching out and then seeing, and then by you sending us those photos, and then us noticing you on the footage, and actually Dylan spotted you during the game. Apparently you sort of
After the game, I saw you came to the front, and I pointed at your camera, and I pointed at them, I was like, and then I told them about it, and then we found you in
the email,
the video of
and we saw the video.
one of the goals, and then we saw you in the background.
That was perfect, wasn't it, when he ran up?
I'll tell you what, I'm just amazed that I didn't keep running round, because knowing me, I probably would have got in front of you, and I would have hated that.
I would have got a photo of you with your camera instead of them.
Back of my head, not very appealing.
But do you have any tips for Gary as a young photographer at the Valley? Is there any spots which are kind of so good or good?
Well, try and avoid the sprinklers, that's the first thing I'd say. But no, it's a good thing is on a day like this, with clouds like this, you don't need to worry too much about the sun shining in your face, so there's a bit more room you can work with around here shooting. But like I said, just follow the advice. But the main thing at the end of the day, just keep shooting, learning and trying new things, because ultimately that's how you're going to find a new technique to shoot a player in action. You want to show them run-ins, you want to freeze them, and then the best thing to do is just by playing around here. And just try and be in the right place at the right time, and be prepared to capture it at the same time as well. I'm sure you will.
What we'll do is the players will come out to warm up around 20 past 2, so in about an hour, well, less than an hour's time.
Yep.
But I'll bring you into the tunnel.
Okay.
So you can be quite cool to be in there. So you get some shots of the players coming out for the warm up, but in there rather than out here. So not even you take the photos of the players coming out of the dressing room, you get them all out here. We'll do this little bit with, so Izzy's going to ask a couple of questions for our social channels in a minute. And Harrison's going to film that. And then you can go around. You normally get here quite early and get a few general views of the stadium.
Yeah.
So if you want,
that's what we've been doing.
So you can do that, and you've got a bit more freedom now. So you can go around, get some shots to the cover, then do whatever. So you can spend a bit of time doing that if you want. And then I will, when the time's right, come and find you and bring you to the tunnel, and then you can get some of the players coming out for the warm up.
Brilliant.
And then you can get the warm up.
Brilliant.
Follow them out basically. So happy with that?
Brilliant. Thank you very much for this.
Yeah, no, cool. Thank you.
That is so cool. I love that. You're much better than me.
She's got a phone. Right, where's Bess? Where's you?
You excited?
Celebrated right in front of us. And then we sent them off to Charlton, and they decided to do this for us.
If you want to, come along here actually in the steps. Come and try and find this angle. Get you down here on a bright sunny day as well, when these red seats really start to pop.
Like last game you had the line of sun.
Yeah, that's the thing you get.
Which I love to get like the players in the line of the sun.
Yeah, that's the thing you get with this stadium as well, because the sun sets down in that region.
Yeah.
So it's getting blocked by the building there. That's why you get that very half effect.
Yeah.
Very challenging to shoot in, but if you just get that light just right, you get some very.
There's a couple of times where we just had like one player just in the beam of light, and he just lit up, and it was like, get some more of that. Go on.
Which the eyes in your position as well, in the seats looking downwards, you can then play with the pitch as the background as well. Whereas at my position here, I've got all that stand as the background, so I've got to work with that sometimes as well.
Yeah.
So it shows you that not all sport photography needs to be shot pitch side on the floor, looking that way. It creates really nice dynamic images, but you're going to create something different up there with the grass in the background.
That's true. Yeah.
And I think the best tip I can definitely give a sports photographer, it's very random, but it's popped into my head, is that don't get so fixated with thinking you've got to go to the stadium to photograph football, because that's what I always tell people when I go to a university. Yes, we all want to photograph the Premier League, but the big sports stories that don't get told are Sunday league football. Someone going for a run is sport, and that's what you're doing with sport photography. You're telling the story of someone's will to take part in sporting action. So if they're just going for a bike ride, if they're going for a run, or if they're just kicking a football around. Because one photographer I know, who's the chief photographer for the FA, so he photographs all the England men's matches, so he's got some amazing pictures. He gets unique access to the players as well behind the scenes, but probably his most best image is a silhouetted image of Sunday league footballers playing on Hackney Marshes. And that's the thing at the end of the day, it's the human spirit of playing football, which you just don't get every time you go to Wembley. It's more just, it comes about the people.
Personal, isn't it? Yeah.
starting with 10 out of 'He's just doing his stretches and stuff.
Sorry,
He'll
mate.
look out for you when he sees you. So
Okay.
hopefully you get an opportunity to get a photo.
Yep.
Yes, Doc, keep coming in. Let's go, Doc.
Follow them out, guys. Walking out the tunnel.
Yeah. We'll get some warm-up bits, yeah? Yeah, let's go. I might come
Change my lens, probably.
go for us.
Yeah.
Just before kick off.
Wait here for 2 seconds.
Should I change my lens or should I keep it?
We're on the centre of the pitch.
Take kick off from it.
Yeah.
Goal.
I know, right?
Never washing my hand again.
Wow.
You glad you gave that camera to me?
Yes.
Even I don't get to watch this pitch.
The whole thing.
Trust me, I've asked before and they said no. So you really are getting the special treatment today. Some of the goals he scored.
Okay.
Where should we go here? Well, there you go.
Change your...
I've seen the players that I've been doing some sort of work with in training, albeit not very much. I've seen them in the flesh play an 11-a-side game in an important competition. So that's talking a lot. But I certainly wouldn't make any major decisions anyway on
playing in the Championship where you've had to watch them from the sidelines.
Yeah, there's no hiding behind the fact that that's probably the toughest time as a Saturday come 3 o'clock when you're injured, and I've obviously found it difficult because I've not really had, well, I've never had this length of time out throughout the season, so it's been difficult. It's part of football, and it's
like I keep saying, it's about me now having a big impact with the month.
Well, you learn about Charlton coming into the Championship.